Hi, this is James, and this is my video blog entry about my project to build what I call a home media data center. That's a machine which would serve both Windows Media Center from Windows Vista to a set of Xbox 360s to do music and photos and videos to all the rooms in the house, and also to provide redundant backup and storage for the media content and the PCs in the house using Windows Home Server. So wanted to try to find a way to get one machine which could be easily put in a closet or in a corner to do both of those things, and this is what I came up with. So this is the machine. I back up a little bit here. It's a mini tower. The paint job is just a basic white spray paint, and the machine it replaced was this much larger old-fashioned tower down here. What's interesting about this machine, apart from the fact that it was black and now it's white, to just appeal to the wife acceptance factor a little more, is that it's got quite a lot of custom modifications on the inside. Starting with the outside, main goal here, one of the main goals, was that this should be very much a plug-and-play system. So it's only got two connectors to the outside world. If we come around the back here, I just gather these up. Just two wires. Got power here and Ethernet here. That's it. So, no great shakes, but when you see what's going on inside, that'll make a bit more sense. So let me go ahead and open up the case. Little pop out. Yeah, not the greatest painter in the world, but hey, I make up for it in other ways. First thing I did was I selected a case which had big fans and lateral ventilation, so we get a pretty good airflow inside the case, which is important because of how much we've packed in there. There's a micro-ATX motherboard here, and behind it is a second micro-ATX motherboard. They're identical. The standard mounting in the case would have had them mounted vertically. What I've got is a custom drilled inside, which was just drilled with a standard tap, and a kind of cantilever arrangement with, as you'll see, this long screw down here. There's about 6 of those, mounting the bottom motherboard to the case and the top motherboard to the bottom motherboard. Both motherboards are dual core Core 2 Duos. The inner motherboard is running the Windows Home Server infrastructure. The outer motherboard is running the Vista Media Center. What we've got here is 3 hard drives in the case, which you can just about make out down here, and a 4th hard drive in this little external box here. The reason why that couldn't be mounted in the regular drive bay is because there's 2 power supplies in here. This power supply, the smaller one, is powering the Windows Home Server machine. This second power supply here, which takes up most of the drive bay, provides power to the Vista Media Center motherboard. There's 1 hard drive for the Vista Media Center to boot from, and there's the remaining 3 hard drives are dedicated to Windows Home Server, and that makes it very easy to add new hard drives on a whim. So future expansion possibilities would include replacing these 2 power supplies, which are standard ATX, with micro-ATX power supplies, doing it a little more elegantly so that I could free up these drive bays in front here. Other things to point out: there's a mix of SATA and PATA hard drives in this box. I was trying to use remnants of past projects. They all work together pretty well. Vista needs a hard drive to boot, and as a possible follow-up experiment. We can look to try booting Vista from a USB dongle so that we can give over that hard drive slot. These two little blinking lights back here, I don't know if you can see that, are the network interfaces. I chose this motherboard because it's very compact and very integrated. It's an Asus motherboard, and it has built-in Ethernet. It's not gigabit, it's 100 megabit, but that's more than adequate for our needs right now. The other innovative little item in here, if I just tilt the camera, you'll see up here is a miniature USB-powered 100 megabit auto-sensing hub. So both of the motherboards are hooked into this hub. The motherboard powers the hub, and that allows me to have just a single Ethernet patch coming out of the case, which runs both of them. The Vista motherboard has the higher speed memory. The home server motherboard has lower speed memory and less of it. It's 1 gig for the home server and 2 gig for the media center. The front panel is wired to the home server, not to the Vista Media Center, with the exception of the power and reset buttons. Those are bi-wired. You may just be able to make that down there. Thin orange and white wires there. So those are wired to both pins on both motherboards. So hitting the reset switch resets both, hitting the power switch powers them both down gracefully. So that's about all there is to it. To the home media data center. Lots of room for improvement, obviously, but pretty good first step, I think. I'm proud of it. Just to show you the Windows Home Server interface there. This is reporting the 3 attached hard drives. We've also got Jungle Disk backup going there, online backup. So if we had a catastrophic failure, we'd have no problem. We wouldn't lose any files. And of course, we've got Home Server set to back up the Vista Media Center in the box. So any failure on that, on the foremost motherboard, or the hard drive supporting it, would be very easily restored via home server, and everything is redundant. So that's my little project, and just to prove it all works together, I'm going to go to the Xboxes and just show you how it's all connected in. Fun project. Took about a month of tinkering, lots of split fingers. Alright. So, standard Xbox remote, Xbox, power it up. The Xbox can be made a lot quieter by pulling off the hard drive. This one does not have a hard drive pulled off, so it can cache the Media Center software, and it starts up very quickly. This is what it's doing right now. And there it is. I can also show you the second Xbox. Okay, now it's downloaded the software, it's finding the home media data center, it's found it, and we're in. So thanks for watching. That's my video blog entry.